to the Financial Freedom Now show. It's your favorite host and only host, Toyin Ayandare. And today we're going to be talking about something absolutely interesting because I think it is step 4 in our 7-step series. So if you've been following, I've been talking about actually the 7 steps to actually achieve financial freedom. I've got my notes here, so I'll be looking down from time to time. For those of you watching me and for those of you listening, thank you for tuning in again. We're going to have a fantastic time. So today I want to talk to you about multiplying what's in your hand, which essentially is I need you all to be building multiple streams of income. So what does that exactly look like, you might ask? That is a number of things, to be fair. We're going to be looking at, I guess the question to start off with is, if one stream of income you have now dries up, what would you do? I guess the question is, so if your salary, for example, was taken away for whatever reason, God forbid, yes, I know that, but if your salary stops tomorrow, how long can you stay afloat? I guess that's the real test of financial freedom. Also, the question you might need to ask yourselves is, God gave us more than one gift for a reason. Why are you only using one of them? Why are you only maximizing why are you just maximizing just one stream of income? The average millionaire has 7 income streams. And if you think about the fact that if you're not millionaire now, you're aspiring to get there, and you don't have that, then that's probably explains why you're not there yet. And then the other conversation we need to then have is, if God gave us more than one gift, why is our bank account not reflecting that? So that's a few other things is what we're going to be discussing today. Now, I think the first things which I need to address is, why is one income not enough? Because I guess when I talk about this, a lot of times people are asking like, but why not? Why can't I just do my 9 to 5 and stick to that? Why is just one income not enough? Now, the reason why it's not, it obviously doesn't provide that much security if you're just having based on that one. There's too much pressure, inflation is happening, people lose their jobs. Again, we don't like to think about it, but some people fall ill, and if they're exchanging their time for money and it's just that one source of income, then they're stuck. There's disruption in business as well. So even for business owners, just having one source of business income, there could be disruption. A good example is, a few years ago, I got hit by COVID for one of my businesses. Now imagine if it was just that one business, and I know I wasn't alone. There were loads of other people that were affected by this. Imagine if it was just that one business income I had, I would have been severely affected or literally grounded. And whilst, yes, I still was impacted, and it's taken a while to come back and do all of that, I was able to do all of that because there was multiple streams of income. So there's more than one reason, loads of reasons. And the fact that just having multiple streams means multiple income streams means higher level of security in an extent. And think of your multiple streams of income like a table. Imagine that just having one leg taken off, and the 3 wouldn't stand properly. Imagine just having one leg. So you having that, the multiple legs. Now, I'm not saying you have to have 4. By the way, some tables have more than 4 legs. But my point is, it just gives a bit more stability when you're thinking about multiple streams of income. Now, let's talk about what are the income streams that are most commonly known. And now, the very first one is your active income. So that's your income from your job, or if it could be a salaried income, it could be a freelance income, or your business income. That's that one source of income. So that's that main income a lot of people don't tend to know. But then there is the other aspect, which is like a semi-passive, because I don't feel like it's entirely passive. So you have things like property, rents, you have digital products if you're into that. So things like that, they're semi-passive. It needs a little bit of work, but you're not actively working it. And then obviously I mentioned earlier the business income, where you have like sales. If you're providing a service, you get paid for that service. So obviously the income from the invoices you put out there, and not any recurring income you have. And then you've got the investment income for those that are actually into like dividends, royalties from books, capital appreciation on property. Some people actually even generate income from peer-to-peer lending, so like if you've got any investment. I know that because I know some of my investors that work with me on our project. I get to pay them an income. They do nothing for it, but I'm not saying they do nothing. Obviously, their money is working for them, but that is sort of income. So there are loads of different incomes that we can actually look at. Now, I want to talk about this tackle this for anyone who's very new to this journey and you've not navigated what that looks like for you. I thought it would be good to sort of start from there. I mean, the question you may ask is, what do you actually do? I mean, if you're at a position where you only have one income and you don't even know how to start, I think the question you might ask yourself is, what do I do now? What do I have now? What do people ask me for that I can actually explore to actually provide to get that second income? So it could you freelance something you already do at work? If you happen to, I mean, again, check your contracts and see that there is no conflict of interest there. But some people already have skills that they develop at work that they could actually get private clients to actually get as another source of income. Now, we're just saying it's an extra source of income. It doesn't have to be your main source of income. As a matter of fact, some people started off like that, and that's extra sort of income became the main sort of income and replaced the 9 to 5 or the salaried income, if you may. So there is things like that. Or what are the skill sets you've built over time? Could you tutor someone on it? Could you teach a coach? Those that are looking to get into that's another sort of income that you can sort of build. Because these are things that, remember what I said at the beginning, is what multiply what's already in your hand. How can you explore the things that you already have or have access to create that additional source of income? Can you also sell like a skill set online? So yes, you can coach and teach people directly, but you can also even just provide and produce like sell that skill online again, such that you can multiply that. Again, this looks like things like courses, writing books. I mean, some people would even help coach other people how to write books. It's just really anything. You may be very good at scrolling on your could you help manage other people's social media channels? Anything really. You're very good with admin. You'll find that it's a joy for you to do it, and you might find the likes of myself who do it because we have to do it, and then obviously can you offer that service to myself? Now, I don't want to get inundated with requests, but you get what I mean, that there's something that you already do that you can actually explore to actually help others. Could you very, very good at design? Could you design people create designs for people? Could you help people do the personal branding? Could you help people design their homes? Because you already get people commenting that your home looks lovely. There's a whole range of things that you can think of. You sit down and just think, what can I do to provide an additional source of income? I think just the best thing to start now. Start wherever you are. Start small if you may, but start now. Very, very crucial. I don't want you to feel like I'll get there when I'm ready, or I'm not sure that what I do or what I know or how I've done my things is enough to teach someone else. What I always say is your 10%, your supposedly 10% is someone else's 100%. So don't feel like you don't have enough right now. What you have is what someone else is looking for and could use to actually grow from where they are. So just put a list of everything down and then you can walk through it. Just start with where you are now. And the truth is, some of the things that you're thinking of might not necessarily be fly. It may be a good idea, but not necessarily people want to pay for it. Some of it actually there's a much more demand, or there's a different angle people will look at it from. So until you start and see what your clients want and how you can fine tune it, you will never know. So that's just start, and then feedback from your clients, or whether paid or free to start off with, or whatever you've done, would then help you fine tune the product. So don't wait to make it perfect. And now for business owners, the question you might ask is, how can you expand what's already working? What can you offer your current paying clients? How can you expand what you currently do to them? What do your current clients need that you can provide? The idea is that your current clients now are a certain type of people. And what else can you provide them that they need, but you're currently not providing them? So you can upsell them, or you can cross-sell to any of your six. So there's something you're doing, you can obviously move on. If you have different products, can you actually offer them something entirely different? So it's obviously you've got to make sure that it's in tune with what they already have. Can you add digital products to them? Can you add additional training? Are there things that they do already that is a service that you can add to your offerings? So things like that. How can you build recurring revenue from what you provide them? Can you sort of get them to get like a new subscription, additional support, or how can you leverage your current business network for joint ventures? So I'm a property developer, and there is a likelihood that with what I do already, there are people that I can actually think, okay, you know what, rather than just limit myself to what I'm doing, can I actually work with others that maybe do not have the expertise that I have, or do not have the time that I have, but I have the funds? How can we work together? And that's something I already do, and always looking to do more. So it's just understanding what else can I actually do, rather than just sit down and say it's enough. I'm constantly having lots of good investment properties in front of me every day, rather than say, well, I can only contribute to this. I could actually look into getting multiple streams of income. Now I'm already there. I'm doing that. And there's different aspects to my business, but and honestly, that's one of the things that's really helped me through the very difficult times. Because don't get me wrong, I love what I do, and I'm so thankful to God that I got into property when I did. But doesn't mean that we've not had some really hard times. And just being able to actually have those multiple streams has been really, really, really worthwhile. Hence why I share it with you all. Okay, and the other thing that you probably want to think about is, how can I monetize some of the products that I already have? So are there templates you use in your business that people would like, that makes would you do what you do really well, that you could sell to others? So you could actually think about that. Or can I produce how-tos, how-to guides, and all of those things that could help someone else navigate that journey? So there's a lot that you can actually think of. But the most important thing I want you to think of is, I don't want you to wait for passive. Start with leverage. Don't say, because I don't have the time, so I need to I need to wait till the perfect time. Passive income often begins with upfront active timing and effort, and this is literally a trick and trap. A lot of people think, oh, I don't have the time, so I won't bother starting. I'll wait till I get really free. But a lot of times that's a bit too late already. So put in the work once, and then it will pay you over and over again. That's the idea. Be honest with yourself about what interests you. Passive income is real, no doubt about that. But honestly, guys, it does start with some work and an intentional time investment, which is what I'm trying to get you to do now. I'll bring in a biblical aspects in the fact that God gave us 5 talents. To one, He gave 5 talents. God expects us to multiply. If you need the talent story, He gave 1, He gave 2, 10, 5, 10. And I don't want to go into the details, but the idea was, we all know that it wasn't placed with the one that just kept the talent and didn't do anything with it. So even beyond all of the things I've said, God expects that multiplication from us. So anything else is stagnation. That's the honest truth. So what I would advise you to do is, this week, pick one idea, start on that journey to generate. You could start to do a bit more research on it, but again, I would say don't snooze on that. Some of you will just need to get on literally today and put something out there and just make yourself committed, so that you know that this is something that you're going to eventually do. It could be freelancing, creating a product. I wrote a few things here: freelancing, creating a product, monetizing your skills, commit to researching it, setting it up, telling someone about it within the next 7 days, so that you know you're committed and you will fully do this. All right, I think I'm trying to keep this as handy and punchy as possible, so that you can go ahead and do the work. So until next time, my name is Toyin Ayandare. It's the Financial Freedom Lounge Show. You know what we do here. We help you achieve financial freedom. And please, if you have family, friends that you think this might be helpful to, please do not hesitate in sharing with them. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next episode.